Hi guys, it's Colin back here. Just a quick video for you all. I am going to my next VNS appointment up in Dublin on I think it's this Thursday. Um, what is it? I think it's the 7th. Anyway, because I'm having seizures at night time again, and they're having more than I usually should, so I have to go up and get the engine turned up, get the VNS turned up. Um, Also, I got a little comment from one of my subscribers. I won't say your name for privacy reasons if you don't want me to. But about your voice, don't worry about your voice because it's absolutely fine. Mine is actually going off at the moment. I really do have a bit rough voice because I was out. But now this is going rough right now, and you probably can't tell any difference because I'm just talking normally here at the moment. And mine is actually, I'd say it's higher than yours because I had it a bit longer than you. It's obviously higher. So I wouldn't let it wouldn't worry about it. You'll get used to it. Now when it's finished now, and you can probably hear that my voice is still the same. It was just gravelly because I had a little bit of a cold. That's why. But it's finished going off now. There's no more. So you see, I can talk, and there was no interruption there at all. Now, if you want to see how it is with the magnet, I can show you the magnet. I know you're worried about your voice. So here's the magnet now. And as you can see, it's going off at the moment. It's not affecting my voice at all, really. I don't know if you can tell any difference. I can't really. But this is actually going off, and it's going off higher because I used the magnet. But sorry, I do have a cold, that's why my voice is hoarse. But my voice would be deeper when I usually send off the magnet. I don't know if you can tell if it's gone deeper or not, but I can feel the thing's gone off and it's still going. Now I'm back to normal. I don't know if you could detect if my voice had gone down or not. Maybe it did. I don't know. It's because I'm used to it. That's why I'm used to it. Apart from that, if it does get a bit annoying over time, you can switch it off. Temporarily, you can switch it off, but I recommend I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't switch it off for a while because if you've got it in, you want it to work. You want to wait for it to work. But let's say for instance, if you did have to switch it off, and I say have to, the only times I would switch it off would be if you were making a speech in a conference or somewhere or in a meeting and you wanted your voice to be clear of it. That's when you switch it off by sellotaping the magnet over it. So you sellotape it over the device itself and you should switch it off. And then when you remove this magnet, it'll come back on naturally. So that's what you could do. Or let's say in your job that you have to talk a lot all day in meetings and stuff, you can switch it off. But if you must switch it off only for until you're finished whatever you're doing talking wise, and then turn it back on because it's there for a reason to help you. That's only kind of a temporary thing. Now, if you do want to switch it off permanently, you can go to your doctor and they can switch it off permanently if it is annoying you. But I wouldn't recommend this. I mean, you got it in, you want it to help you, but it's your decision. But I know you only got it in recently, a couple of days beforehand, so I wouldn't do that just yet. I know you said when you were sitting down it didn't affect you, it was only when you were walking, standing up. That was the same thing that happened to me when I first got it. I was sitting down, didn't affect me, but as soon as I stood up or was walking or something, I would feel it. So that's quite normal. But that'll change over time. But it did for me anyway. It did change over time. And now, like, I'm walking, I'm talking to friends, and they hardly notice it. They know sometimes they might notice it a little bit, but they hardly notice it. Like I was in town today and I was talking to, I had to go to a volunteer centre, I was talking to them. I didn't tell them I had it, and I went off, and they didn't send them to me. They didn't. I don't even noticed. So it's that sort of thing. Just you'll get used to it. I know it's hard to understand that maybe, but give it time. Just to give it time, give it a few months, and you may be very, very surprised. Now, unfortunately, I have to go to the VNS clinic on Thursday. You can probably tell my voice has dropped a little. I have to go to the VNS clinic on Thursday to get it turned up because I'm having more seizures at night time than I should have. But as you can hear, it's probably dropped a little bit, but I can still talk. Yeah, they have to turn it up because I'm suffering more seizures than I usually would have, and now it stopped. So my voice, you probably did notice it, my voice just kind of went down a tiny bit, but that doesn't bother me anymore because I'm used to it. You get used to it. And anybody else who complains, forget about them. They're not important. My sister, she came back from Australia recently. It was during Christmas. I can't stay long because Finn's will due home soon. But she was saying, "Why don't you clear your throat?" I said, "Would you ever shut your face? Would you ever be quiet? You know why I can't." But those were, those are things. If they're not, well, they're not. Anyway, that's the lot. That's just a quick video just to let you know that I have an appointment on Thursday. This Thursday coming. This Thursday actually. This Thursday. To see the VNS nurse to turn it up again. Don't know what milliamp he'll turn it up, but I know it will have to be turned up. Like I say, don't switch it off just yet. Let your body get used to it, and your voice will adapt to it. And you heard my voice; it didn't really go much at all. It only kind of went damped a bit. Didn't even go much. I don't know if you noticed this. I kind of did, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all because I'm used to it, and you will get used to it. And like I said, if you've had enough of it after a few months or whatever, go back to the doctor, explain that you don't like it very much, and he can turn it off for you. Okay, that's a lot for me today because Finn is due home now in 5 minutes. My little doggy woggy, due home in 5 minutes, so I have to go. And good luck to you all out there, and you know what to do. Like and subscribe.